On today's episode of Warehouse Safety Tips, we're going to be going over part 2 of Safety in 3 Steps. So stay tuned.
Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. If you're a seasoned vodcast viewer, this vodcast is going to be different from most that you watch. It's based around exactly what the name implies, Warehouse Safety Tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money, so each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get to the vodcast.
On today's episode of part 2 of the Safety in 3 Steps episode, what we're going to be talking about is look. It's part of the Stop, Look, and Listen series. And it's very simple because just like everything else we cover, these are things that you can do to avoid issues. So the first one of many is going to be this, and that is make sure that you walk around your plant and your facility and look for things that are being done correctly or could be done better. That is going to be considered part of the 5S methodology of constant and never-ending improvement. The other thing that you can do that's part of that is look for things that you're doing wrong. I know that you don't want to admit it or you might not like that, but there are things that aren't being done correctly in your facility and figure out ways to eliminate them. And then the third thing is find things that you should be doing. And all those are part of the look. The next thing is going to be going through and making sure that you are looking both ways whenever you're at a traffic area. So it might be something where there's vehicles, or it might be where there are people or machinery, but just make sure that you always look. It's just like anything else that you would do at a stoplight or a stop sign. Make sure you look both ways. The next thing is going to be making sure that your quality is excellent. So look at your products, look at everything that you're sending out to your customers to make sure it's of absolute highest quality. And then the last thing is make sure that when you're doing shipping, that you look at the product that's going into the box, match it to the label, match it to your list that's going out, and just make sure that everything is correct because it's something that's so easily avoidable. If you just look. And guys, we really want you to be back for the next part of this series, which is going to be listen. And until you do, we appreciate you being here for another Warehouse Safety Tips. And now, a word from one of our sponsors.
It's scientifically unexplainable. It's virtually indestructible. And it's taking over the entire planet. But in a really good way. It's Mighty Line Floor Tape, the most durable floor tape in the world. 7 times thicker than average floor tape. Beveled to endure pounding warehouse traffic. And backed with a super strong peel and stick adhesive, so you'll never have to worry about painting shop floors again. Mighty Line Floor Tape, the only durable stripe.
You can find the show notes to each episode, links to information mentioned on the vodcast, the social media platforms we're on, and anything else related to the vodcast at warehousesafetytips.com. And if you want to catch our podcast and or request a sample pack of Mighty Line, visit mightylinetape.com/safety tips. Thank you for watching Warehouse Safety Tips and have a safe day.